Hi friends, hope you all are doing well. Today I wanted to give you a twofer tag. Why am I so weird? I wanted to do a 2-for-1 tag. Sometime this month I did the reading taste tag, and the Bookish Sock recommended 2 tags that I should do, one of which being under the influence of booktube and the other one was the meet the booktuber tag. And I've never officially done any kind of intro tag, so I thought I would do the meet the booktuber tag. And I don't know how I found this tag, but there was another tag called the best books you've never heard of tag, and I thought that I would do both of them because I feel like these tags really help you to get an idea, a better idea of who I am as a person. And yeah, so we're just gonna do it. The booktuber tag was created by What Victoria Read, and I'm just gonna answer the questions. Name, age, and location. My name is Maya with an I, hence my channel. I am 28 years old and I currently live in San Diego. Do you have any siblings? And if so, what is the order? Yes, I have 5 siblings and I am the 3rd sibling. So sort of kind of a middle child, sort of not. Whenever we would talk about birth order in school, I would always have such a hard time kind of answering / identifying with a particular kind of role because I have that youngest energy because I'm the youngest girl, and also I'm the middle child, and also I have 3 siblings after me. So I don't really know. That's more than you wanted to hear. So there are 6 of us. I am the 3rd. What do I do for work / uni? Y'all already know the deal. Still looking, but I will say that I graduated with a master's in counseling with a specialization in school counseling. It's so weird to say I have a master's. I have a master's degree. Oof. Anyways, do I have any kids? No, I do not. Do I have any pets? No, I do not. I would really like to have a dog, but I need to really have the time and the energy for all of those things, and I don't. Can I drive? Yes, I can drive. I really enjoy driving. What was my favorite subject in school? Up until probably like 6th or 7th grade, I loved math. And then after that, English was my favorite subject. What's my favorite color? My favorite colors are coral and periwinkle. Get hip. If you know what those colors are, please let me know. What is my favorite smell? That's a really good question. I really like the smell of freshly baked bread. What is my favorite book or top 3? Wasn't prepared for this. Top 3 would have to be the Phantom Tollbooth, the Solomon System, which I'm going to talk about in the next tag as well, and I'm going to go with the autobiography of Malcolm X. So that was the Meet the Booktuber tag. Now I want to answer the questions for the best books you've never read tag. The way that this tag works is that you go to your Goodreads and then you'll pull up my books. Usually it sorts by the date that the book was read. For this, you're going to sort by number of ratings and then do it by ascending order. I think that's how it works. Yes, because it goes up. And that's how you find the books that are the least popular. The first question is, are there many books that you've read that are below 250 ratings? Ooh. Yes, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 books that I've read that have received under 250 ratings, 8 that have received under 100 ratings, and 4 that have received under 25 ratings. How did I hear about the most obscure book that I've read? Most of them randomly picked them up from the library, and one of them was actually a recommendation from a friend. She had the book on her shelf and I saw it because it's this beautiful purple color, and I was like, A, love the cover, B, this is a topic that I think does not get enough light. So I jotted it down, and then I went and I picked it up from the library and I read it. What are some of your favorite unknown books? For me, the most obscure book on my Goodreads is The Solomon System. It's about two brothers, and they are going through different changes. You're following the perspective of the youngest brother, and he's noticing that his older brother obviously is starting to get older, starting to get more interested in girls, starting to get more interested in driving and all these other things, and he doesn't want to interact with the younger brother in the way that he has in the past. In addition to that, their parents have been going through some marital issues as well, and so the younger brother has to deal and cope with all of these different changes. Things that I really liked about the book: one, it's set in Maryland. Not only was it set in Maryland, it's set in the county where I grew up. Reading the book, it mentions the different cities that I know of. It also mentions this road that, if you're from that county, you obviously know what that road is, and I felt so seen, if that makes sense. I had never read any book that was so close to home. Also, the two characters go to camp every summer, and I really like books, movies, TV shows that are set in camps, or rather where the main characters go to camp. That was always a childhood dream of mine, was to go to a sleepaway camp like Hallie and Annie did from The Parent Trap. So there are those elements. Also, it's about family, it's about sibling relationships, and family is really important to me. So those were all of the reasons why it's one of my favorite books. And another one that is one of my all-time favorites is Herbie Jones by Susie Klein. Herbie Jones is a chapter book, and I remember as a child we somehow got the book. I think my grandma sent it to us. So there was a book, and there was also the book on tape, and I remember kind of seeing the book and kind of flipping through it but not really caring. And I remember there was this tape, and I don't think at that point I'd ever heard about listening to a book on tape, and we put it in our cassette player and we just listened to it. And for some reason, Herbie Jones was just a staple for us. It's about this boy who is a third grader, and his biggest concern is getting out of the lowest reading group in Miss Pinkham's class. And he and his best friend Raymond get into a considerable amount of hijinks, and it's just I actually haven't read it or listened to it in a while, but I think with that book, a reason why it's one of my favorites is because there are so many memories tied to it. I mean, if you ask most of my siblings, not all of them, because my youngest brother was not born when we were listening to this book on tape, but if you ask us about, like, oh my goodness, what about going to Annabelle's birthday party when they left the school field trip to go to Burger Paradise? Like, Lord, that just was a crucial part of our lives, was just listening to Herbie Jones. You know what I need to do? I need to get on it and read Herbie Jones again, and maybe see if I can listen to it somehow. Do I think the most popular books I read are better than the least popular books? No, not at all. I will say though, if I look at the ones that are the most popular, I'm looking at Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, The Great Gatsby, 1984, Pride and Prejudice, The Catcher in the Rye. I think it makes sense that those are the books that are the most popular ones, because those are the ones that we have put on these pedestals, and we've said, like, these are classics, these are books that you should read, these are some of the books that are on high school reading lists. And I personally do really like 1984 and Pride and Prejudice. I like The Catcher in the Rye. I think I need to read it again just to make sure I still like it. But I think if you're constantly being told these are the books that you should be reading. This is what you need to read in order to be well read. Of course, you're going to gravitate toward those books if you're looking for things to read. Popularity does not equate quality, and I think it's just important to be aware of that. Do I like reading unknown books better than popular books? I think what I like doing is I like finding out about random books, and if I think that a book sounds intriguing enough or interesting enough, I'm totally gonna read it. I just like randomly picking up books and randomly reading them. For example, the Riverman series by Aaron Starmer. I found this book because I was at the library and I just randomly was looking among the shelves and I saw this. And yes, it is middle grade, but this book is very creepy and very good, and I don't think this is popular, but I still think it's good. Also, I never want to be that kind of person that prides themselves because they only read obscure books. I just like reading books that really call to me, and sometimes a really popular book is going to call to me, and sometimes a relatively unknown book is going to call to me as well. I will say though that it may just be that the more popular books are more accessible, so while I don't have a preference, it's just easier to find books that are popular versus those that are not. So yeah, those are the 2 tags. I hope that you enjoyed me talking and rambling and things. I hope that you learned a little bit more about me and who I am. When it comes to tagging people, I would like for everybody to do it. I think oftentimes with the idea of tags, it can be a little difficult or a little like exclusionary, because if you don't get tagged by someone, then it's difficult to actually feel like you can do the tag. And I just say, hey, if you are watching this, these questions are some that you want to answer, please do the tag. Let me know about it so I can watch it and listen to your answers as well. I'm going to go. I hope that you all are doing very well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!